Hey YouTube, it's Will here from The Great Binge. And we are not even midway through the season and the MVP race is heating up. Players like LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, all making statements and why they should be the NBA MVP for this season. But what does it mean to be MVP? Well, a simple way of putting it is being the most valuable piece to a winning team. And personally, I think 5 things go into this. Player stats, consistency throughout the season, team record, the league's and media's perception of the player, and moments. Moments that put you over the top in the discussion for who deserves to be the MVP for that year. But we all know the MVP award doesn't always go to the best player. We look at players like Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, and LeBron, who could have won the award every year. But they were beat out by players having extraordinary seasons and who had less help. But we've also seen players get the MVP award and step into the postseason and not have the same success, thus giving people the image that they didn't deserve to be MVP. We had an example of this as recent as last season, where Russell Westbrook and James Harden went at it for MVP, having historic seasons, but both came up well short, running out of steam against better competition and better run teams, and falling well short of their championship hopes. Even though most people knew that it was going to come down to the Warriors and Cavs in the finals, Russell Westbrook and James Harden weren't able to make the plays necessary in order to make the finals. But this year we have some new faces in the mix for MVP, like Kyrie and Giannis, and some familiar ones too, like LeBron and Harden. And even though I think players like LeBron James could win it every year, you have to reward a player who is doing things that are rarely, if ever, done. Like Steph Curry's 2015 MVP season, or Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double last season without any other star on the roster. And with the GMs and players trying to create their own super teams, long gone are the days of one solo star taking their team to a championship. But I think those players who don't have as much help and continue to win games and make statements throughout the NBA season, it definitely helps sway the vote in their favor. Their stats will be amazing from basically having to do it all. This is why I look at players like Giannis as MVP candidates. Not to say that he doesn't have help, but he is clearly the best player without a legitimate sidekick on the team that's in a winning situation. Personally, I think this would be different if Jabari Parker could stay healthy. Giannis is averaging 29.5 points a game, 10.2 rebounds, and 4.4 assists, while shooting 54.1% from the field. But I think the momentum for Giannis to be MVP has slowed down a bit. Kyrie Irving also made an early splash. After the horrific injury to Hayward, he managed to still wheel the Boston Celtics to the best record in the league. And now they sit at 22-5, with Kyrie averaging 24 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 4.8 assists, shooting 49.6% from the field and 38% from three-point range. And LeBron James seems to be in postseason mode, leading a less than healthy Cavs team to a 13-game winning streak and taking over games late, averaging 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 8.5 assists, shooting 58.5% from the field and 42.1 from three-point range. But honestly, my pick for MVP so far this season has to be James Harden. He continues to put up amazing stats, which he has been doing for at least the past 3 seasons, leading the Rockets without CP3 for the majority of the season and becoming the best team in the West, sitting at 19-4. And through this process, he's been averaging 31.6 points a game, 5.1 rebounds, and 9.4 assists, shooting 45.7% from the field and 40.2% from three-point range. And with James Harden coming so close in these past 3 seasons to being the MVP, you kind of want to root for him. And normally, I wouldn't vote for someone who had CP3 as their co-star. But to be honest, Chris Paul really hasn't contributed much to this season so far. I think his biggest impact will come in the postseason. But who do you think should be the MVP of the season so far? Did I leave anyone out that you think should definitely be on the list for MVP? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more NBA content. This is Will from The Great Binge and the Eye Test, and I'm out.